Usability heuristics are like trusty flashlights for UX professionals. They help us identify potential usability problems before users encounter them, ensuring our designs are intuitive, efficient, and ultimately delightful to use. By listening to this episode, you will gain a deeper insight into usability heuristics, learn how to apply them effectively, and discover how they can turn your user interface from frustrating to fantastic and create user experiences that are not just functional but truly exceptional. Welcome back to yet another episode of the xploreUX cast on usability, where we help you make sense of your users to create a delightful experience. I am Obruke, and in this episode, we're diving deep into the world of usability heuristics, those guiding principles that illuminate the path towards user centered design. Let's break it down. Heuristics are mental shortcuts, rules of thumb that help us make decisions quickly. In the context of UX, usability heuristics are a set of established principles that evaluate the user experience of a product or service. These principles were pioneered by Jakob Nielsen and Rolf Molik in the 1990s and have become the foundation for heuristic evaluation, a usability inspection method. Let's explore Nielsen's 10 core usability heuristics, unpacking their significance and how they can guide us in crafting successful user interface. 1. Visibility of system status. The system should always keep users informed about what's happening through clear and timely feedback. Imagine a login process that leaves you hanging, unsure if your credentials are accepted, not ideal. Imagine an ATM that takes your card but gives no feedback, on-screen message or blinking light. Is it processing or broken? You don't know. Clear feedback keeps users informed. 2. Match between system and the real world. Speak the user's language. Use familiar terms and concepts instead of system jargon. Think of filing cabinet icons for folders, not cryptic abbreviations. Or a music player app might use a play button shaped like a triangle, similar to a physical play button, instead of an obscure icon. 3. User control and freedom. Users shouldn't feel trapped in a digital dead end. Provide clear options to undo or redo actions and easily escape accidental navigation. Let them feel in control. Imagine how accidentally hitting delete on an email with no undo option is frustrating. User control features like confirmation prompts and undo buttons empower users and prevent mistakes. 4. Consistency and standards. Maintain consistency in design elements, terminology, and workflows throughout the experience. Most operating systems use a consistent X symbol in the top right corner to close windows, making it intuitive for users. 5. Error prevention. It's always better to prevent errors than fix them. Implement features like autocomplete for forms, clear validation messages, and confirmation steps before irreversible actions. 6. Recognition rather than recall. Don't overburden users with memorizing things. Make options, functions, and labels self-explanatory. Users should be able to recognize what they need, not struggle to recall how to access it. For instance, toolbars in software programs display icons for common actions like save, print, and cut instead of requiring users to remember complex keyboard shortcuts. 7. Flexibility and efficiency of use. Cater to different user skills and preferences. Allow for customization options and keyboard shortcuts for power users, while keeping the core experience simple for everyone. For instance, an ATM with only on-screen buttons might be difficult for someone with visual impairments. Offering alternative options like voice commands caters to diverse user needs. 8. Aesthetic and minimalist design. A clean and uncluttered interface is visually appealing and promotes focus. Don't overwhelm users with unnecessary clutter or distracting animations. For instance, modern websites tend to prioritize clean layouts with ample white space to improve readability and focus on content. 9. Help users recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. Errors happen. Make error messages clear, concise, and actionable. Guide users towards a solution instead of leaving them bewildered. For instance, vague error messages like 404 not found leave users clueless. Clear messages like we couldn't find that page, try searching for it are helpful. 10. Help and documentation. Even the most intuitive interface may require some explanation. Provide easy to access help resources and documentation to support user learning and exploration. Most complex software programs come with built-in tutorials or user manuals to guide users through the functionalities. By applying these heuristics throughout the design process, we reap countless benefits. These includes improved user experience. Users can navigate your product or service with ease, leading to higher satisfaction and engagement. Reduced development costs by identifying and addressing usability issues early saves time and resources compared to fixing them after launch. Increased efficiency, as user-friendly interfaces make users more productive, allowing them to accomplish their goals with fewer steps. Enhanced brand reputation, as positive user experiences translate into brand loyalty and advocacy. Love xploreUX Cast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUX Cast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. So, how do we put these heuristics into action? Here are some practical tips. Integrate heuristic evaluation throughout the design lifecycle, from initial prototypes to final iterations. Conduct heuristic evaluations with a team of people from different backgrounds and skill sets. This ensures a wider range of user needs are considered. And focus on scenarios, that is, evaluate the user experience through the lens of specific use cases and user journeys. While Nielsen's heuristics are a cornerstone of usability evaluation, remember, they're not an exhaustive list. Emerging technologies like VR and AR may require additional heuristics specific to those user experiences. For instance, consider how well a VR experience handles user motion sickness or how intuitive the hand tracking controls are. Also, consider supplementing your toolkit with domain-specific heuristics tailored to your industry or project type. For instance, an e-commerce platform might benefit from heuristics focused on product search and checkout efficiency, while a learning management system would prioritize clear navigation and intuitive content delivery. In the first part of this episode, we explored the power of usability heuristics, those guiding principles that illuminate the path towards user-centered design. We delved into Nielsen's 10 core heuristics and their significance for creating intuitive and user-friendly experiences. Now let's explore some additional aspects of utilizing heuristics effectively, and that is addressing limitations of heuristics. While heuristics are powerful tools, it's important to acknowledge their limitations. I will talk about three major limitations. One, generality. Heuristics are broad principles, and their application may require adaptation to specific contexts. Two, subjectivity. There can be some level of interpretation involved in applying heuristics, requiring the evaluator's expertise and experience. Three, focus on interface. Heuristics primarily address the user interface, not necessarily the underlying functionality or information architecture. It is important to know that while heuristics are a valuable piece of the UX puzzle, they shouldn't exist in isolation. For a truly comprehensive understanding of user needs, consider combining heuristic evaluation with other UX research methods, such as usability testing, which involves observing real users interact with your product and provides invaluable insights into usability issues you might miss with heuristics alone. Another method is card sorting. This technique helps uncover how users categorize information, informing the organization of content and navigation. Also, A/B testing is recommended as it allows you to compare two design variations and see which one performs better with users. Final thoughts. Usability heuristics are a powerful tool in every UX professional's arsenal. By understanding these principles and applying them effectively, you can ensure your designs are not just aesthetically pleasing, but also intuitive, efficient, and ultimately a joy to use. Head over to X at xploreUXcast, share your experiences with usability heuristics. Have you encountered any interesting challenges or success stories? We'd love to hear from you. So, that's all on this episode. Thanks for joining me on this exploration of usability heuristics. Remember, by prioritizing user needs throughout the design process, we can create products and services that make a positive impact. Until next time, happy exploring, cheers, and have a good one.
Me wind and rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Just